After the biggest day-to-day rise in coronavirus cases to date, tonight came a third victim. North Manchester General Hospital announcing in the last hour that a man who'd recently travelled from Italy had died on its specialist infectious disease unit. England's chief medical officer confirming the news. I am very sorry to report that a third patient in England who tested positive for COVID-19 has sadly died. The patient was over 60 years old and had significant underlying health conditions. They had recently travelled from an affected area. Contact tracing is already underway. 273 people have now tested positive for the virus in the UK, up by 67 in 24 hours. And as the virus spreads, so too does the panic. In parts of Britain today, supermarket shelves were once again swept bare. Asda forced to introduce limits on hand gel to 2 per customer, and Tesco announcing a 5-item cap on pasta and long life milk as the Prime Minister called for calm.
We've had no advice from the scientific advisors or the medical officers that there's any need for people to buy stuff in. If you think you've got symptoms, then the best thing to do, as you know, is to stay at home, contact the NHS. And yes, absolutely, we will make sure that we give the NHS all the support, all the investment it needs to cope with this crisis.
And with the crisis deepening by the day, tomorrow the Prime Minister will chair his second emergency COBRA meeting to outline the government's latest response. The Environment Secretary, George Eustice, will meet the UK's biggest supermarkets to ensure continued access to food, while sporting bodies, including the Premier League, will meet government officials to discuss potential plans to hold fixtures in empty stadiums.
The efforts in this country, led by Public Health England, in containing the outbreak are saying, let's keep it under control as long as possible until the summer comes. But what may well happen then is after the summer, we may then get a second surge. So this is the sort of virus that probably is going to eventually infect most of us. And most people may not know about it, or they will just have a mild cough. But our job is to keep it under control, to look after those who will become unwell with it.
But as more people enter isolation tonight, others are coming out. As passengers previously aboard the Diamond Princess cruise ship in Japan, quarantined here on the Wirral for the last 2 weeks, were today allowed to go home.
Just looking forward to going home now.
We are very looking forward to going home.
It's a relief.
What's it been like in there?
Okay.
It's lovely.
They've been looked after us.
Very much.
A rare moment of relief as the government prepares to accelerate its response for the long road ahead.